it's like insane. I was reading some of it today, like you need to know everything like about muscle groups and like the whole.
I love it.
It's serious.
Pooping my pants a little bit, but
I am so proud of you. I cannot wait to hear more about it.
I know I'm so excited, and I'm not gonna post about it yet, but I was thinking about maybe in my stories talking about some of the stuff I'm learning and like working along with that with the business. I don't know. I want to incorporate it with Beachbody somehow.
Absolutely.
Oh, totally.
So I'm really excited. This is something I've wanted to do for years, but
oh my God. That's so great. Well, plus it comes with, I mean, as a coach, like I had this girl say like, oh, Beachbody you guys aren't coaches because you're not certified. You don't have any qualifications, blah, blah, blah. So now you can be like, guess what, B? I actually am certified, and this pays better than personal training.
Well, that's what I was saying. My dad was asking me about that. He's like, so can you like, is this going to like pay good and all that? And I'm like, honestly, Beachbody is going to pay way more. Like way more. Sky's the limit with Beachbody.
Right.
And like, so this is really going to like help your business. And I'm like, that's what I'm doing it for. Yeah. I'm not going to work right now because I have 3 little kids. Like I'm not, this is all like to do together. That's my mindset with the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, excited.
That's awesome. You're awesome.
Oh God, no. We'll see. My dad's like, so are you going to like post about it? And I was like, I'm scared because what if I fail?
No.
No, you can see what you learn though along the way.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about doing that in like stories and stuff.
Yeah. Because you're going to have so much knowledge and so much value to add.
That's what I was kind of, just like with my stories.
Yeah.
And just talking about what I've learned, not saying like what I'm doing.
Right.
I can just be like, ha!
They don't need to know where you're learning it.
Everything. Exactly. So anyways, that's it. I just wanted to tell
Awesome.
you. I'm excited. And I only have to study like an hour a day. So what I'm going to start doing is I am going, now that the kids are in school, I've got the time to do my power hour plus that. So.
Very cool.
I'm excited.
Very cool. All right. So, it's the 10th, and we are a third of the way through the month. And it is almost the last quarter of the year. I had to think about that for a second. So, I really liked that post this morning. It caught my eye, and I had to share it about making the last 4 months better than the first 8.
I loved that post.
And it's so, so true. Like, I feel like people kind of put on the brakes in their business at this point in the year because they're like, oh, it's getting into the holidays, blah, blah, blah. But it's so the time to put on your running shoes and go. Like, people need money for the holidays. Like, if you start thinking of that now, then, you know what I mean? And when you're talking to people, they could start making money well before the holidays and start paying for that kind of stuff. So it is a recruiting focus week. We're starting a new mentorship next Monday. So really, really be sharing in your stories, do polls, do different types of stories. It doesn't have to be just you talking. Anna, did you make me a video?
No.
Make me a video.
All right. Video.
Yes, because everything is done in that document, but just video links. Because I want you guys to be able to use that. And Michelle, Liz, you guys are more than welcome to make videos.
Okay, thank you. How long? 2 minutes?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Mine's 10.
Oh.
Like, have you seen the Dream Again document?
Yes.
So in the end of it, there's like everybody's little, well, not everybody, there's a couple people's pictures, if you click on their picture, it links to their story.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be like 2 minutes. I mean, I wouldn't make it a half hour, but you want to express your story, you know, and kind of your personality. So anyway, yeah, feel free to make me a video and I can add that in there. Just, you know, what it's done for you, where you're going, your vision, blah, blah, blah. You guys know. So anyway, do polls, I don't know if anybody saw my stories I did Sunday. I don't know what today is. Where I kind of had pictures of my journey telling my story through my stories. Instead of me just talking on my stories. So there's so many different ways to do it. I saw Bonnie Engel today and I screenshotted them because I really liked it. And it was like, what questions do you have about my business? And I think it's probably still on there if you guys want to go look at her stories. But then she had some really cool, just little like snippets written on her pictures through her stories. And then answered some questions on there too. So that's another way you can share. Do a coaching post either Thursday night or Sunday night, you know, talking about a mentorship or talking about coaching, you know what I mean. And then next week we'll switch back over to the Challenger focus, getting people ready for October. We're doing a flash sale next Thursday night, the 19th. At 9. So next week, start talking about that. But this is all on the calendars. I just wanted to kind of touch base about it. You guys have, and Cheryl messaged me the other day and brought up a good point. Morning Meltdown 100 is available on demand starting October 1st.
Oh, cool.
So I think over like our 2 Challenger focused weeks, we need to be talking about how they can get that access to that without having to buy the special package or having to buy the early access. They can get that if they just want to do like the $39 3-month, try it out. And then if they want to finish, they have to keep doing it.
Okay, and it's just going to be available on demand.
Just available on demand starting October 1st.
And how long is that program? Like, is it a 30-minute one?
It's 20 to 30. I haven't done it, so I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But I believe it's 30.
Mm-hmm. It's 20 to 30 minutes, 100 days, 100 different workouts, 2 rest days built in, or like maybe 1 rest day built in.
Of the 100 days?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. No, I think it's like 1 rest day every 10 days. There's like 2 stretching days and then 1 rest day every 10 days or something. It's a crazy calendar. I can put the 2 calendars up in Team Imagine though. So you guys know when you're talking about it, what the workouts look like.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Amy sent me the nutrition plan and I wasn't a fan at all. It was very confusing to me.
It was what? It was very confusing?
Yeah, like it wasn't didn't have a lot of direction. Like I feel like if I was somebody new looking at it, I would be like, what the heck am I supposed to eat? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I think it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, it's not based on the container system, UPF. Right. It's just breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right. Like I definitely would have somebody pair it with something.
Yeah.
Like they just go look at the 21-day fix or whatnot. So anyway, yeah, I think we should do a push for that. Next week we talk about, in the flash sale, we'll talk about how Morning Meltdown will be available on the 1st. So if they get whatever, they'll have access to that too for the same price. Or, you know what I mean.
Yep.
So besides our trainings tonight, I think that's it for what I had to discuss. Do you guys have any questions or anything you wanted to ask or bring up or talk about?
What training?
It's a training from a newer coach.
Oh, are you posting that now? Or are we gonna?
We're gonna watch it now.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm gonna start it. Yeah, I found it valuable, so hopefully you guys do too.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to talk to you today. My name is Rachel Johnstone, and I was asked to speak to you today, tell you a little bit about my story and my journey as a new coach. I've only been coaching for just over a year, and when I was first asked to speak, I was thinking like, oh my goodness, what in the world am I going to talk about? Again, I'm a new coach. I've only been coaching for a year. I don't feel like I do anything super innovative. I don't really have secrets. But I think that's the beauty in the business, is that anybody can do this and be super successful at it. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Rachel Johnstone. I live in the seasonal allergy capital of Texas and the Austin, Texas area, and I'm struggling with some allergies right now and maybe laryngitis. I'm a 4-star diamond coach. I teach middle school band full-time. I work anywhere between 60 to 70 hours a week, Monday through, 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and most Saturdays, more Saturdays than not throughout the year. And again, I've been coaching just over a year. I started at the end of summer 2016. So I'm going to share a little bit about my story with you and how I built a team to 4-star that will end the year as an elite team while working 60 to 70 hours a week as a teacher, and how I have surpassed my teaching salary within my first year of coaching. And I just hope that this inspires maybe a new coach that just has a really big vision and a dream for the business and what their life can be. Somebody that wants their life to be so different in a year from now than it is today, because that is hands down me and my story. Hey guys. Or maybe somebody who isn't where they want. Hey Lauren, I see my team on here. Maybe somebody who isn't where they want to be in the business, but is willing to change some things and dream big and really go for it and see where this business can take them in a year from now. Okay, so I truly believe that anyone can be successful in this business, no matter how busy they are. I thought I was too busy to start this business when I first started a year ago, or 2 years ago, because I said no for over a year to coaching. But that is one excuse I've never ever used since I went all in just over a year ago. Time is not an excuse to me. I don't find that a valid excuse, because I only work the business a couple hours a day. I work the business about 20 hours a week, 20 to 25, sometimes 30 if I have more time. But I only have really 2 hours. My business hours are 7:30 to 9:30, pretty much every day. I have a lot of work events at night, so I can't do it every single day, but I try my best to stick to those work hours, and I've built a really pretty substantial income in business within those hours in just a year. So because I am going to talk about income, I do have to give the disclaimer that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the coaching opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. Of course. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about my story and how I got started. I became a challenger in 2015. I have an awesome coach, and she helped me lose a lot of weight. I've actually lost 35 pounds since I started on Beachbody programs in 2015, but 25 of those pounds came off once I became a coach, or an active coach. So I signed up actually as a discount coach on my 29th birthday in 2015. My coach asked me if I was interested in coaching, and I was like, heck no, I'm pretty sure that's a scam. But I went all in the challenge group, and of course signed up for the discount because I'm obsessed with Shakeology, and it's helped me with acid reflux and my migraines, which I don't suffer from anymore. And then she asked me a couple more times if I was interested in coaching, and even though my husband and I desperately needed another stream of income because we were both teachers, I still said no because I thought it was weird, and I was like, I was certain it was a scam. But again, I had no problem signing up for the discount. But I watched her in that whole year, over a year that I was saying no. I watched everything that she shared publicly about her journey in the business. And she was kind of a newer coach when I first started. And she posted about all the success that she had. And like I had mentioned, we desperately needed the income. Being two teachers, we had a lot of credit card debt. We lived in a rent home that we could hardly afford the rent on. And even our financial planner said, is there any way that you can get a second job or do something else? And no, we didn't have time because we're both busy band directors working 60 to 70 hours a week. We didn't have time to go get another job. Meanwhile, I was over here rocking my results in my challenge groups, keeping it all to myself, didn't want to share because I was so scared about what other people might think, and I was so fearful of being judged, and just that I didn't have time to work another business. But my coach, who was busier, who I thought was surely busier than I was, because she had 3 kids under the age of 5, and if she could do it, why couldn't I do it? And I kept saying that to myself, if she can do it, why can't I? Well, it was because I was really scared. But she posted a lot about the financial successes that she had had. And I just kept I was like, okay, this is speaking to me. And literally prayed, please God, do not send me down this path. I do not want to be a coach. But it kept, she kept showing up. I never liked or commented on a single thing. She kept sharing, and I kept on watching. We got to a point where I'm pretty sure it was July, and which summer is so expensive as a teacher because we have all this time to spend more of our money. And I'm pretty sure it was the second week into a pay period, and we were broke, didn't know how we were going to get to the end of the month. So I was like, I just need to freaking do this thing already. And so I texted her, hey, can I get back into a challenge group again? And then a week later, hey, I think I'm ready to talk about coaching. And then the rest is kind of history from there. I went all in because I knew. She asked me, what do you want out of this? Are you going to be all in? Do you want to build a big income, or do you just want to pay and earn enough to pay for your Shakeology? Whatever. And I said, I feel like I know what's possible. I want to make as much money as I can possibly make. And again, because she had shared what was possible, I knew how well she was doing, especially with income. I had this big vision and this big dream. Why can't I do that too? So anything that she told me to do in our new coach, basics training, our new coach boot camp, I did it. I was on a team cup that August, and I did all the things. And I started hitting Success Club every month because I was doing all of the vital behaviors, everything that I heard about on the National Wake Up Call or heard on the Beachbody Champions page. I just did those things, including talking to people about the coaching opportunity, which has been a game changer with my income. Again, like I said, I've lost 25 pounds since coaching, and I share that. And I think that what we do is amazing, and it changes and it saves lives. And I love that aspect of it. And I love helping people. And I share that so openly, but I also share an equal love for the business, which is how it's changed our life. Like I said, we lived in a rent home that we could hardly afford, and our landlord was getting ready to sell the house. I don't know where we would live. My husband and I bought a home. We closed on a brand new house in June, in a home I never dreamed of. I would have never dreamed we would be able to live in, and there's no way we would be able to afford without my coaching income. So I'm so happy that a year ago, I was sharing all of the things that I was sharing. A month into coaching, we had to buy a new car. I had car repairs that were so expensive. We couldn't pay for the car. There's no way that we were going to pay for that car repair. And we were able to, my $300 or whatever my car payment is, my coaching, just in my retail, my coaching paycheck was covering the cost of my car payment. And to not feel that was such a tremendous blessing. And it was 2 months, 3 months, 4 months before that, I thought if we ever had to buy a new car at any given moment, that would break us. That I didn't know how we would overcome that because we just couldn't fit anything else into our budget. So I started sharing about those things, and I started sharing about them when I didn't want to, when it made me really nervous, and I was really still scared about what other people might say or what people might think, but I shared it anyway. In fact, I would often type out the post, and my husband would have to actually click post for me, and then I'd kind of run away and hide from it. I didn't want to see the comments. And then I kept getting really positive feedback. And there might have been people that said oh, she's talking about that, or she's bragging or whatever. And that was obviously not it, because I was coming from a place of, if there's anyone else that's like me that needs this in their life, let me help. This is amazing. And so I brought on a couple of my closest friends into my challenge groups, and then helped transition them into coaching. But when I talked to them about the coaching opportunity, I was like, hey, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing yet either. I'm a new coach, but I think that you should come along and do this with me, and let's learn and grow together. And so those few coaches in there that were my friends have really been game changers in my business. So I kept sharing about all the little small wins, about my weight loss. Again, because I was still overweight when I started coaching. I still had weight to lose, and I wasn't making tons of money, but I was making a few $100s a month, enough to cover my car payment. And then my coach told me, you should strive to hit diamond. You could be a diamond coach. And I was like, oh my goodness, really? That was a huge deal to me. I didn't really know exactly what that was, but I thought that was this huge thing that people strive for. And she told me at one point, that I was pivotal in making her team, or getting her team to 5-star to qualify our team as elite. So that was a huge motivator for me. My coach who's done so much for me in my own health and fitness, finally finding a solution that works, and has taught me how to earn a couple $100s a month that was life changing for me. I'm going to do this, not only for myself, because this is the next step in my business, but let's get this done by November 18th or whenever it was, and let me help get our team to elite. And so I was able to do that literally on Wednesday at 2 p.m., the day before her last day to qualify as 5-star qualifying. And then I was able to hold that for 6 weeks. And then by the first Thursday in January, I was 2-star qualifying, because 2 of my best friends that came along with me in the first couple months, hey guys, 2 of my best friends that came along with me were pushing for diamond with me as well, and made it happen. And then I was able to open up my second business center in February, which was a financial game changer for us. So in the meantime, I kept sharing about all of my small wins, which now they might seem small, but I think any income that a coach makes is a huge win and should be shared, because what we do as coaches and helping other coaches transform their lives, again, life changing, the income opportunity here. And it's not we can't just keep it a secret. We have to tell people about it. When I know that I meet somebody or know somebody who will benefit tremendously from this, I talk to them about it, and I ask if it's anything they'd be interested in or need in their life. Because again, I did. And I was somebody that said no 3 times before I finally reached out and said yes. So even when somebody tells me no, I post anyway. And so I kept bringing on people to my team, whether they be from my challenge groups or whether they be people that reach out to me from my public invites to coaching and from my coach sneak peeks, kept bringing them onto my team. And, the leaders that have been that I was able to bring in have been able to help grow their team, and I've been able to see that in my income. And so I was able to help a couple of my other coaches hit diamond, and my second business center hit diamond later this summer. And I think that is such a big as my volume has grown, it's been from helping my new coaches and my current coaches, but really teaching my new coaches right from the start how to hit Success Club. And I've done that by leading by example, because I'm not somebody that knows it all. I'm not doing anything that other people aren't really doing, except maybe complaining. I'm not complaining about the lack of time that I have. I just make it happen from 7:30 to 9:30. I get up early at 4:30 to get my workout in, and then I work my business at night when I come home. And I think just showing my coaches, if I want my coaches to post their transformations, I'm going to post my transformations. To talk about the coaching opportunity, then I'm going to post about the coaching opportunity. If I want my coaches to bring on leaders to their team, then they should be doing the same things that they see me and the other leaders on our team doing. And the beauty, I think a lot of people are really scared to maybe recruit or to bring on new coaches because they feel like they don't have it all figured out. Well, trust me, I am right there with you. I do not have it all figured out, but we all have great support from our uplines and the bigger teams that we're part of, and we're all there to help each other's businesses grow together. Okay, so I kind of knew what was possible, and which is one of the reasons why I really went and dove all in from the very beginning. And I just love coaching and what this has done for me. And I always post and come from a place of pure excitement. Now, if I were to tell you that I am this pumped up 100% of the time, that would be false, because I think that there are so many ups and downs, but there are so many more ups in this business. And I just can't imagine life without it. I would never want to go back to where we were before. So by month 13 in my business, I was able to earn $6,000 in month 13 of my business by my volume increasing every single month, by bringing on lots of coaches, and some of those coaches turning into leaders and recruiting their own coaches. So it's not from hitting super high Success Club numbers. In month 13, when I earned $6,000, I hit SC10. So I'm not one of those coaches that was earning all of that just from retail. I work the coaching opportunity and recruiting just as much as I work bringing on new challengers into my business. So if you're not working on the recruiting aspect and bringing on new coaches, you're not really going to see that volume and that residual income grow. And that's what I try and share with my team. And I just encourage you that even if you have no idea what you're doing, to bring other people on it with you, learn together and grow together. So the things that made the biggest difference for me and getting that income there, which was always my biggest goal in getting into the business, was sharing my story even when I didn't want to, even when it made me nervous. Like, it gets so much easier to share my story now because I see the payoff. A year ago, I knew it was possible, but I wasn't seeing the payback of it immediately. But I sure am now, and I'm sure glad that I talked about it then. Showing my coaches how to hit Success Club. I can't expect any of my coaches to do the vital behaviors if I'm not doing them myself. And then focusing on building and adding to my team as much as my challenge groups. The same coaches that I had hitting Success Club in the spring are not the same crop of coaches that I maybe have hitting Success Club now or back in November of last year. You know, it's kind of rotating, and I have my leaders that stick around. I have new coaches that come in and out, and not everybody sticks, but I also don't rely on every single coach. I'm always adding coaches to my team and adding new challengers into my group each month. And then, of course, I'm focused on being authentic to myself, sharing my journey, not doing anything that feels icky, doing what feels right to me while still honoring my goals and where I know I want to be. So I hope that this just is some inspiration for anybody who might be new to coaching or scared to add people to their team, or think that just because they're a brand new coach that they can't accomplish amazing things. Right now, my team is currently ranked in the top 50, and we're 4-star. So we will be an elite team as long as we hit 5-star, which we will by the end of the year. And I'm super excited just for everything that this opportunity has brought to my life. And I hope that you'll go out there today and take away from this, like, to not give up. Know that everything that you do today is going to pay off for you in the long term. You do not have to have a lot of time to work this business to be super successful. And, you know, just believe in yourself. Don't let the no's get to you. Keep pushing, keep going, keep dreaming big, because there's so much success out there in the world for all of us. And you can have a piece of it too, as long as you take action. Take action. All right, guys. Thank you for all the sweet comments. Bye.
What do you guys think?
It was cute.
She was very bubbly. I like that. It was funny. She was like, I'm not always this bubbly.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's like, I was guessing she was really nervous.
She seemed nervous, but I think she kind of found her groove in there. But I thought she had a lot of good little nuggets, especially with recruiting. Like the whole, you have to talk about it. You know, you have to invite to it. You have to share your story. Because if you don't, nobody knows about it. And you'll never build an income if you don't invite, or if you don't build a team. Like, retail's great. You'll make a couple $100 a month, but you're going to work your butt off for it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I wouldn't worry about Success Club at this point, but the team and the consistency and the sharing and all that is spot on. And I love that she said, if she can do it, why can't I? Fear. Like, that's all it is, you know? Fear holding us back, and there's no reason why anybody can't do it. You know what I mean? There's no reason why everybody can't do this. And the whole, like, they're watching. Like, I watched Tara for a long time before I said anything to her. And all of a sudden I was like, okay, sign me up. Out of the blue, out of nowhere. Like, we talked for.
Oh, wow.
So it's funny who comes out of, and you're like, wait a minute, what?
That was 2 years ago. I wonder what she would say about
now.
If anything has changed in how she built her business now, because I feel like just like so much in network marketing has changed in the past, or I mean, I don't know, maybe it hasn't changed in the past 6 months. It feels like the styles and the marketing tools and the funnels and all of that is really coming to life. And like the invite is changing, and I feel like there's so much more work that has to go into like building your forms and building your website and having, you know, people go and fill out an application to be a member of your team, things like that, rather than like just cold calling ish.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't really say what she did there.
Mm-hmm.
But just the whole, you have to share about it or nobody knows.
Yeah.
I know for the first couple of years of my own business, that was like, I'd probably do like 1 or 2 invites a week to the business. And that was it. And Tara's like, what are you doing? Like, that's your missing piece.
Yeah.
But I could add challengers like a champ. So regardless of like how you're doing it, you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we feel like we're being repetitive by sharing our stories over and over and over again. And you know what I mean? But we're not. People don't see it all the time.
That's right. And you never know when they are just like clicking through and listening to a single thing. So yeah. I liked what you said before, which was like adding more text to phone messages, because a lot of people will like just hold it down and read as opposed to like listen to your voice.
Now, I know I've noticed just watching like my numbers through my stories, people will stay on longer if they're looking at pictures with text rather than me jabbering away.
Really?
How can you tell how long they're staying on?
I'm just saying like the number of people watching goes down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I have a core group of people who will watch every single one of them, but
Mm-hmm.
that number still goes down.
Yeah.
I feel like if I have pictures, it stays kind of steadier.
Mm-hmm.
Also depends on how long I talk for. Sometimes I can
Go.
talk away.
Yeah.
So it depends.
My God, there's like just so many different nuances with using social media to build this business. That's like just impossible to track
Right.
the right like way to post your story and post on and like put up posts and the filters and the branding. And it's like, oh my God.
I think you just got to simplify it and keep to your, like, be authentically you. Like she said, you know, you have your things, that is your brand, and it shouldn't be hard to post about them because it's you,
Yeah.
you know? And your filters, I mean, I know for me, it takes me 2 seconds to put a filter on my picture because I use the exact same one.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I love the presets.
right.
It's way easier.
But I also liked, like Tara said the other night about building it in person also, like not just using social media and getting out there at your kids' events and talking to other moms, getting off your phone and not just using that time to work, but actually work, like network.
No, I loved that. And she's like, yeah, I'm always like walking around with some Beachbody swag, wearing some like Beachbody brand something or other. So if people ask me about it, you know, it opens up the conversation. But I loved it. She was just like, yeah, I'm not sitting on my phone. Nobody needs carpal tunnels. Like, I was like, oh, dang. It's like, yeah, an issue.
I'm not there yet. Like I can do it over social media and computers, but if someone brings it up to me in person,
You freeze.
I freeze. Yes.
Okay, I freeze too.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
I love the idea of it, but I do get like tongue twisted, like blah, blah.
That's
I would vomit.
I get super nervous. I like part of me wants to be like, can I just hand you like some of my scripts I use?
Can I just hand you a challenge pack?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a girl that's on our mom who's on Maddie's soccer team, and I've been asking her for years to coach. Like, our daughters have gone to school together for years, and she asked me the other day, she's like, so what do you actually do? And I'm like, blah. And then her husband started like actually interested, like asking questions, and I'm like, I don't know what I do.
Yep. I know the feeling. Somebody asked me one time because I have the 80-day obsession hoodie. And someone asked me about it and I was like, it's a workout program, and like ran away.
Oh my God. That's
Like,
hilarious.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I definitely need to overcome that fear now that like my kids are in school now and things like that. There's a lot more opportunity. Because like,
you know what? The other extreme is also what I've heard is like, do people stop sitting next to you because you talk about your network marketing career way too much?
yeah.
I was like, that could be me.
Well, see, that's the thing is like I will invite people around our town, but if I see them in person, I won't bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Unless they bring it up to me. You know what I mean? I won't say anything because I don't want to be that person. Like, I don't want to bombard them with it.
Right. I don't want them to
the only reason I'm talking to them is because of it.
Yeah, I don't want people to think that I'm like not gonna let it go. Like they can't hang out with me without talking about that. So I'm the exact same way. Like when I see people that I've invited like out, I don't bring it up. So yeah.
But yeah, then I do wonder on the same note, like, do people not come over and talk to me because they're afraid I'm going to bring it up?
Definitely thought about that, especially if I know I've invited them.
Right.
Like, well, they're not coming over here. They avoiding me.
I go stalk them.
Well, see, the other problem is like Jimmy grew up here, so he knows everybody, and I'm like friends with on Facebook with them. I don't recognize them. I could have had a whole conversation with them, and they look nothing like their Facebook picture.
Yeah.
And he's whispering in my ear, "I think you're friends with them on Facebook."
Yep.
Or like,
That's happened to
Jimmy,
me before.
I've got 1,200 friends. I've got 1,200 friends on Facebook, Jimmy. You expect me to know them all?
But then he's like, "That's so and so. Go say hi." I'm like, I smiled at her. I waved. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I be done now?
Right.
I sent over the happy emoji.
Right.
Right.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
But I do love the whole local tribe though thing, like the events and doing stuff together as a team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that too. It makes it so much more real. It's not just like something you do online. It's real. There's like it's a real job. It's real people. It's a real community. Yeah, I agree with that.
And it's easy. I mean, and then it's really easy to share because people are like, "Oh, you mean they're not just alone?
Yeah.
They hang out, like they have fun.
They're real people.
Right.
They have other interests and can talk
Exactly.
about things, and they're actually kind of nice and fun.
I'm excited for the 21st.
I know. Yeah. I'm excited for my husband to meet Jimmy and the other guys and hopefully not be so cranky all the time.
Is this the game?
Yeah. You're going, aren't you? Oh, no, you couldn't go.
21st? No.
Yeah.
Greg is going away on a conference.
Oh, that's right.
To, oh crap, is this the Vegas one or the Chicago one? I can't remember. Somewhere. He gone.
Well, put your calendar for the 3rd. What was it, November 3rd?
Pound.
That's some Super Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to that. I'm definitely going to that.
That's going to be crazy.
And I'm going to Summit too. Like I'm definitely doing those two things, but I can't do this one thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to Italy and then I'm going like straight to Summit afterwards.
You poor thing.
I know, but I have to take the kids to Italy.
Mm.
I'm not taking the baby though. Hell no. But it'll be fun.
So Pound is not a Beachbody workout, is it?
No.
That's interesting.
What?
Pound is the workout at Summit, at Super Saturday, sorry. I'm like, are they?
It's not a Beachbody one?
I've never seen Pound on Beachbody.
Now, my other question is, I thought Super Weekend was the first weekend in October for some reason.
Yeah, I think that they must have skipped October because I was surprised that it was in November as well.
So is DC just not doing the same as the rest of Beachbody?
I don't know. There's probably something in the FAQ about it.
Because I saw Doug Moss is going to be there, so clearly it's a corporate, like, goes, you know?
Oh, it's 100% a corporate event, yeah.
But I just thought it was odd that it wasn't, I mean, I don't know if I saw at the beginning of October wrong for Super Weekend.
No, I thought it was supposed to be quarterly, which would have been October.
Right, but I swear I saw, like, I searched it, I guess, on Beachbody and saw. But maybe I'm wrong.
August?
What?
July. No.
They had one at the end of July.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. So maybe November makes sense. Whatever. Put that here. But I'm excited for that. So if
Yeah.
anybody's watching the recording, they need to come.
Yeah. It is going to be fun.
Yeah. I'll be able to pound alongside you guys.
Oh, I am clumsy as all get out. Man, these
Pounding with one hand.
sticks are flying. Somebody's getting whacked in the face. I was like, this is about to get ugly.
I didn't know what it was at first. And then somebody said, like, oh, the banging with the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, ladies? I'm tired. Jimmy's alarm went off this morning. And I just went to sleep. What do you mean your alarm's going off?
6:30 tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm good for 6:30.
Okay. All right. Drop.
All right.
Thank you, ladies. I am like dying to hear about NASM, so.
Yeah, I know. I will let you guys know about once I do the first module. I'm going to start tomorrow.
I am so excited for you. I've been stalking it. I'm so jealous. I'm like so jealous.
To be totally honest with you, I was not going to do it until my husband, like, yesterday, he just wrote, like, he researched, like, I had looked it up, but for some reason yesterday he decided to look it up. And he's like, so this is the one I think you should do. And this is like a good one too, but which one do you think is better? Like, and I was like, oh, I've been looking into them. And he's like, I know. He's like, I think you should just pull the trigger. There's never going to be a good time. Let's just do it. I know that you've been wanting to do it. And I was like, well, we can't afford it the holidays, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not going to work at, like, I'm not working at a gym. And he's like, no, you wanted to do this for you and just do it. So then I called the guy and I would just asked him all these questions and then talked to my husband last night. And today I just bought it.
So proud of you.
Can't believe I'm doing this.
You got it. It's going to be a cakewalk.
Dude, I failed science.
Yeah.
For real. I
I
went to summer school for science. I'm not joking.
I was going to say that too. This is something you're interested in, though.
I know that's what Greg keeps saying. He's like, but this is like, you love it, and the fact that they love Beachbody, and like, I don't know, you're doing this for your business,
Right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I think this will help jumpstart you and make you excited again and get out of this baby funk.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I'm like dragging ever since I've had my kid. I'm just like, he's like, this will jumpstart you to get back into it. Like, love it, really push you. So we'll see. We'll see.
That's awesome.
I think it's awesome. I'm with Sarah. It's awesome.
Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm excited though.
Yeah.
Good. We'll go get some rest.
You too.
All right.
I'll
ya.
see you at
Bye,
10.
darlings.
Bye.
6:30, 10. Okay. Good night.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.